people in red clothes. Styling my metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you're messing with lyrical player pros like that. You wanna party with me?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition, a silent edition of the Walking This Way's Impact Wars podcast. Of course, you know this is our Tuesday night edition. We are broadcasting right now here in the DFW, that's Dallas Fort Worth, Texas. Everybody wants to know what that means. Hope everybody had a great productive Tuesday, got everything done, got everything accomplished, feeling good, looking good, and most importantly, you're walking in your life purpose. And once again, I'm your host, Furman Jackson Jr. With my special guest, Miss D, of course. She's a native out of the state of Ohio, transited here to the DFW. This woman has great, extraordinary things in store. She has a very productive schedule ahead of her for a short period of time. I met her at the Arlington Mercy Mix a couple weeks back. Big shout out to my sister, Kiki, as well, who I call. She introduced us here to the Edge Game about today. Go ahead and introduce yourself, my guest for the evening. I want to give a big shout out to Phoenix. She will be tuning in shortly. So, Miss D, how are you doing this evening?
I am great. How are you, Furman?
I'm doing good, D. Thank you once again for taking time out your productive schedule to come on the show tonight. I know you only be here in the DFW for a short period of time, but since you came, you've been making moves. You did some stuff with Mr. U. To Mr. U. You got some feminine in the word. Now that you are a fashion designer as well. So tonight's episode is called Night to Remember. So I know you are going to give us a night to remember. So kick it off. Give us a little background on who is this extraordinary individual yourself.
Wow, extraordinary. I guess that is one way to put it. Hi, everybody. Well, I'm Dia. I am originally from Columbus, Ohio. That's where I was born and raised. Although I did go to high school in Newark. So hey to all my fellow Wildcats. Um, Outside of that, I had started designing. I started sewing at 6 years old. I didn't start designing until I was a little older, as far as my own designs. My grandmother put the tools in my hands at an early age, but before I utilized those, I did model for a minute. So um, I was in my John Robert Powers Modeling School in Columbus, Ohio. I was there till I was 12 years old, somewhere around there. Came out. I was there just for a short period of time. I wasn't there that long. And then I just started, once I got to Newark and moved with my mother, I started cutting up stuff and started making my own things. And I would cut up everything in their closets except for my own. And would design them. And eventually it brought out the designer in me. And that was at 14. I'm 49 years old. So I have been doing this for well over 30 years. So it brought me to 2012, basically, where a good friend of mine, I was on a radio show. I was actually I was a radio host.
Okay.
And I was on a radio show, and one of our male hosts came to me afterwards. It was like a little birdie in my ear. Got in my ear and told me that you used to design. That you design clothes. And I was like, yeah. So he was like, well, I got a fashion show coming up. How many pieces you think you can do? And that first production, I told him 15. I produced 17 plus jury. And from there, it's been written. I created my name, Dieva by Dia, in 2012. And from there, it's been a ride. I started my own productions basically in 2017. I was up underneath one of the guests, Christina Scott, for a long time until I got from up underneath her wing and I stretched my own wings. And I went out and started my own productions, which had started when my best friend got killed. And before he got killed. And I had started The Ties That Bind, and he was on a lot of those productions. And I finally ended that and Bind It Forever. Ties Forever in 2021, after a year after his death. And from that point, I have started working on my own movie, which is called A Night to Remember. So it's funny that tonight's show is called A Night to Remember. And I started making my own movie. I am one of the first designers, basically, to to actually put fashion show on the big screen. And that's in the entire world. I am the only designer that has done that. So at this point, that's where we are while I'm here in Texas, trying to continue on that saga.
Man, that's what's up right there. Extraordinary resume, of course. D, that what you're doing. Before we go any further, we give a big shout out to Mr. Diamond himself. Big shout out to M. He's in the comment section. He said fire. Also, I want to give a big shout out to we had Gold Getters Nation. He said, "What's up, y'all?" Big shout out to them as
Hey,
well.
darling. Hey, Mr. N. Hey, babies. How y'all doing? Yes.
Big shout
Yes,
out to
and it's
everybody
funny
who tuning
because
in.
when I got here, I had no clue how I was going to jump out there in the fashion industry. Um, I had a plan before I had got here, but a lot of things that was was planned did not go as planned. Um, it was a rough start here in Dallas, and I just remember I was sitting at home and I was like, I gotta jump out here. I don't know where I'm gonna start at, and I'm out here by myself. But I'm gonna jump out here and I'm gonna jump the gun, and I just start surfing Dallas fashion industry, and I start commenting on everybody's post. I don't care whose post it was. If you from Dallas, that was me. That was me. If y'all in the fashion industry, that was me. But Mr. Yu, he was the only one that answered. He was the only one. And from the moment that he answered and responded, we connected, we bonded, and we've been rocking ever since. So we trying to take over this place out here. They call Dallas, Texas.
And and that's what's up. That's the mindset to have to get out here, conquer, to dominate in your chosen profession, your chosen field, to make a
Mhm.
life, to leave a legacy, to make an impact on those you come in contact with. And so I know you are from Ohio. How was that
Yeah.
transitioning from Ohio all the way down here to the south in Dallas, Texas?
Well, it's crazy. I was supposed to have been in Texas back in 2020. What a lot of people don't know is the person I was coming down here to actually do business with was a dear friend of mine I met on Facebook over 10 years ago. Her name was Renee January. Rest high, baby. Um, I was initially supposed to come down here. Then a lot of people had doubted me because I didn't come and I didn't move, from back home. Like, oh yeah, she's just talking. She ain't going nowhere. Da da da. What they didn't know is the only reason that I didn't go is because her and her two babies had died in a fire, and that's who I was coming to Texas to do business with. And they passed in a fire while her oldest son had to watch. So at the end of the day, it took me back. It made me realize that maybe that just wasn't my time to go. So this time around, it was kind of similar with another friend who no longer we are in friendship, shall I say, bind with. But we were talking on the same level. But I said that I was not going to let nothing stop me, and I came here anyways by any means necessary. If God wants me not to come, I will not come. He will make a way where I won't. And I took everything that I had in my account and I came here anyways because I feel it wasn't her that was going to get me to where I needed to be. It was going to be me and standing by God. Yeah, with God by my side. So when I tell you it was everything that wrong that could have went wrong, everything went wrong. It was rough. It was rough from the beginning to the end. Not to mention the
Everyone
homesickness,
listening.
missing my children. I mean, I'm an Ohioan. I'm a native, 49 years. So 49 years being in the same place where everybody you know and everybody you love, it was a hard transitioning, very, very hard, very difficult. And I had slept, and people don't even know this back home. My first couple of days, I slept in my car because I didn't know, I didn't want to leave my truck. And with all my belongings, I didn't really know nobody, and I didn't know which way I was going. And I was like, you know what? I went to the U-Haul place, asked them, could I store it there? I told them my situation. They allowed me. I went to a hotel. I was in a hotel for like two hotels for 2.5 weeks because my place wasn't ready when I was initially supposed to move into. So it was like a challenge after challenge. Anything that could have sent me back home almost sent me back home, but I didn't allow it. And I stayed. And I ended up I got up one day and was like, you know what? Yeah, if you can make it and you can do it back home, you can do that here. And I got up off that bed in that hotel. I went to the nearest place and just so happened to be one of my girlfriends where she resides. And I didn't even notice in the beginning. And I went in there, I asked them for whatever they had available. And that's how I ended up where I am in my fully furnished apartment and trying to make things work here in Dallas, not back home in Columbus where I could have went back to easily.
Right, most definitely. And I also want to give a big shout out to my co-host Phoenix. She just timed in. What's up
Hi,
with you,
Hi.
Phoenix?
Steven. I wanted to
Hi.
stop so bad and say hi to you.
No, I didn't. I thought I was gonna be backstage. I was stuck in traffic, so I had to like whoop to the side a little bit and
Right,
stop. But
right.
I thought I was gonna come in backstage. But I'm so excited that I did get to hear a bit of your story. And welcome to Dallas. Like
Thank
it's a
you.
vibe out here, so we are
Thank
happy to
you.
have you in the city. Yes, ma'am.
And
Yes.
and that's
And
what's
I'm
up right
so
there.
happy to be here. Yeah, because I used to be told all the time, like, Dia, you are too big for Columbus. You're too big for Columbus. And it was funny
Mhm.
because after I went through all of those trials to get here, and I was like, and I got here, and I was like, everybody always said I was too big for Columbus, but now I'm in this big ass state. And I feel like, oh my gosh, what am I about to do here? But it's been Mr. U has made it easy. It's been a couple people that's made it a little bit easier for me. And they kept me, I mean, they keep me going. They really do. They really do. I give a shout out. My girl, Adrienne Mitchell, I definitely give a shout out to her. That's who looked after me from the moment that she found out that I was here. And Mr. U came and kind of took on where she left off at. So
Nice.
Man,
yeah,
that's
but
what's up
she's
right
still
there.
going. Let me take that back. She still got my back. So yeah,
Great.
And that's
so
what's
yeah,
up. And that's what's up right there. I also got a big shout out to my sister. She's in the comment section. K Watch. She said, "You must remember God had a different plan for you." Jeremiah 29:11. Big shout out to my sisters in the comment section.
yeah,
Also, we have another comment as well. Frederick Warren Newsom said, "Wow, what a powerful testimony! Come on, somebody." So let you
yeah,
know that your story is touching somebody, and that's what we
yes,
love
yes,
here on the show. That we have extraordinary people who are doing extraordinary things and making a life happen for themselves, and that's the most beautiful thing about it. So
yes,
Mhm.
we know we're ready to go into a new year. We know that this year is gone. Then we rolled
yes,
into
Yep.
2024,
Exactly.
year
yes,
24.
yes, yes.
So let me ask you, D, what things you look to accomplish? What things you look to set the bar up for 2024?
Ooh, I got a lineup of things. I strongly believe in letting things speak for themselves for the most part. But as
Mhm.
far as the things that are still in the making and are planned, I am combining my A Night to Remember Part One to before I left. I did my premiere on my birthday for my movie. So I am bringing that to Dallas. So we are
Nice.
doing, yes, we're doing A Night to Remember Part Two called Texas Bound.
Okay.
And so I'm going to collab Columbus with Texas. And that's going to start filming in 2024. That's
Awesome.
definite. Yeah, so I'm just because I'm trying to get on with the models and designers here. Well, I am going to. It's not going to be, I'm trying.
Yes,
Um,
ma'am.
where I can
There
start
you go.
collabing with them. and getting them in on it. So the storyline is still going to continue, but it's going to carry off with the people here, with everybody here, because it's going to be me moving from, because I'm actually in the movie. So it's going to be me moving from Columbus to Texas, and we're going to carry on with the relationship and the characters from here. So yeah. That's one thing that's for sure. So me and Mr. Yu, we're gonna do a lot of collabing also. That's another thing we're about to do is a lot of collabing. Try to get these models together and give them something fresh, give them something new. Let them
Mhm.
see some things that maybe they never seen before in Dallas.
Man,
Nice.
that's what's up.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
So I do want to ask, where do we catch the first movie?
The first movie I have it on my I have a Shopify platform. Um I can put the link in. Matter of fact, I could put the link in or after our broadcast, however we do it. I could
Mhm.
definitely, or I could send it over and make sure that you guys can also see the first part of the movie, so that way you won't be lost.
Yeah, most definitely drop a link so that everybody can kind of tune into the first one who hasn't seen it. And I'm
Yes,
excited.
yes,
A lot of
yes.
really talented designers and stuff in the city. There,
Thank
it's
you.
a city filled with everything. So you come to the right place.
Yeah, and I'm an outside of the box type of designer, so I'm not your typical designer. I'm one of those that make anything beautiful out of everything beautiful. Because
Yeah.
anything made from God's hands, that's why I feel like everything was made from God. And that's beauty itself. All I do is put the extra touch on it.
So do you feel like you can go into someone's closet and just do with what
Have a
they
ball.
have? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. I like that
Yes.
because with people.
I do a lot of refurbishing. I started off doing refurbishing. Um, that's basically how I learned how to build my own patterns. I'm not a designer that design off of somebody else's patterns. I build off my own patterns, which is very rare from any designer out here. That's just a gift within itself. So that's how I learned how to build my own patterns and build my own designs. But I can go into your closet and turn it completely around, like literally.
Like, get rid of this. I need no. You don't need this no more. Get rid of this and
Yes.
with this.
Yeah, or that, or we're gonna flip this upside down and turn it into this, and see how we just did that right there. That's what
Right,
we're gonna do.
right, right. Okay.
So now we're like just a whole revamp. Just okay, revamp
Yeah.
everything.
Uh-huh.
Take it to the
Uh-huh.
next level. Oh, evolve,
Yeah.
and I like that a lot. And we know here in the DFW, it has come call it what Dollywood. We know we have a lot of upcoming actors and actresses,
Uh-huh.
directors, filmmakers here in the DFW.
Mhm.
So the music, I guess, it used to be music. People still do music now. People doing the movies now. So
Right.
how has that behind the scenes been going? As you talking with other filmmakers, other actors, actresses, and stuff like that.
It's a lot different these days, I guess. Well, let me take this back. This was my very first film ever that I ever did. I did not
Okay.
know that I was a producer. I didn't know that. I knew I was a writer. I mean, I used to write all the time, like poetry and stuff like that. I don't speak it. I don't speak it out no more. But I used to write, and but as far as producing, I'm a producer as far as producing my own fashion shows and stuff like that. And I can put on a show. I can give you a darn good show. But when it came to the movie aspect, God put that in my hands. He woke me up at 4:38 in the morning. I swear I was ready to give up on fashion altogether. And because I was like, I've been doing this for so long and it's not getting me anywhere. And I would never forget. I woke up. It was a Wednesday, the first Wednesday of May. It was 4:38 in the morning, and I just started writing. And I was like, God, what do you got me writing? And I know this ain't no movie because I'm not no movie. I ain't no movie producer. So when I got into it, I tip it off to anybody that's in this industry. That that project alone, we filmed for a whole year for this movie. But when I tell you, it takes work. It takes work. It takes
Yeah.
dedication. It takes a lot out of you. And when I tip my hat off to anybody that's in this industry that does movies and everything else, because it is a piece of work. The outcome is beautiful, but what you go through is a lot. And it's, I
Right.
think nowadays, like back then, to me, even back when I was modeling and everything, we were a little bit more hungrier. It's a lot easier to do it
Mm,
now. It's a lot easier to
Mm.
get into, like they have more opportunities to jump into it than we did because we had to really put in the work in order to get
Right.
roles or to get castings and all that other stuff. So it's kind of to that level where you just got to find those right people though that are willing to push through with you because you get a lot of people that get a lot cocky and too confident where they feel like they can't be replaced and you go through those levels. So and it sets you back a lot. But in the end, long as you get a strong team, it's always going to work as long as you have a strong team working beside you. And I ended up
Yep.
with a great cast of models, and I'm expecting to get the same here. I met a couple of people already that I'm willing to work with. So yeah, I would say that to be the difference.
mm. Man,
Nice.
that's what's up right there. Please have anything else you want to ask?
I just want to say that that dynamic of team stays in every conversation and having that backbone. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying, and finding those right
yes,
people to work with.
yes.
Yes. I don't have a question in my mind right now.
But we
Sorry.
know that. I know, but we know. I know you're talking about the team aspect. We know that it does take a village, does take a team to
Yes, it
make,
does.
as they say, teamwork make the dream work. But we
Yes.
know
Yep.
what methods that you take in order to find a quality individual. Even though we may have individual goals, but we also have collective goals as well. So, what do you look for when it comes to having someone on team together? So, what the main thing you look for when it comes
A
to
str-
building a successful team?
You have to have determination to rock with me. You have to. You have to have the same goal that I have. And when I present it to you, if you can pick that up and that's what you rocking with, like you have to have that determination. You have to have that strong will. It is. You have to be strong minded. You just have to be a strong minded individual with definitely with a strong walk. Everything has to be confident about you. I have to see the confidence. Even if I don't have no problem working with you to pull that out of you, but I need you to be transparent as well. Transparency is
Mm.
everything to me because then it'll let me know what I need to work with, if I need to put you or where I need to put you at. Because it's not that I can't work with any individual because I can. I've turned models
Right.
into, I mean, non-models into models. So I can work with anyone, but you have to want that. And once you do that and you're transparent with me, I know where I can start at and where I can end or where I can place you at. You get what I'm saying? So yeah,
That's
Oh
right.
yeah.
it's mostly
Um.
determination. You have to. Because if
And
you
most
don't want it,
definitely.
I can't want it for you more than you want it for yourself.
Right.
Part.
What the old saying, you can lead a horse to water, we can't make him drink. So,
That's right.
and that's what it is, determination. In order to be successful, you have to take risks. You have to get out your comfort zone in order to
Right.
be successful, in order to obtain the true meaning what you're looking for. And we know we have individuals who are scared to take that leap of faith.
Yes.
And they allow all things to come up. They allow all kind of excuses to come up,
Yeah.
but then end up missing out. We only got one shot at life. We know
Yes.
that tomorrow is not promised. It's like, what are we doing now? What are you doing with your time now? Why put off
Mm.
That's
tomorrow
right.
what you could do today? How bad you want to breathe. It's just all bad how did you want it, and how, and in order
Hmm.
to pursue it and make the best out of it. Because like I said, nobody's not gonna give you anything. It's just not gonna come out the sky. You
It's
have
not.
to.
It's dropped by
And this
you.
and another thing, another point to that as well. A big issue, and I find this definitely with our people. I love my people to death, but it is one of our biggest issues is that power struck thing. You know what I'm saying? The power, um, feeling like you're more or of a leader. Because the best thing that I learned throughout all of this, out of my trials and tribulations and even my journey period, Dallas has really humbled me. Let me be the first to tell you that I did. I used to walk around like I'm Dia Farmer, da 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 da. No, let me calm that down. But I learned one thing, and this is one of the biggest keys to success. And I know I'm not where I want to be, but I'm on my way. But the biggest key, and this is what a lot of us do not understand, is in order to be a leader and to be successful, you still have to continuously follow a leader. In order, you can be a lead, you can be a leader all day long, but a leader must still lead, must follow another leader. Because if you're just the only person that's leading, what are you learning from? What are you gaining tomorrow? You're only going to stop at
Right.
just right there. You're just going to stop right there, and you're never going to get no further. So you always got to be willing to follow a lead. You have to, and surround yourself with nothing but
Open to
leaders.
learning.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what,
Right.
and that's
Right.
what's up right there. We're gonna take a quick commercial break, and we're gonna jump
Yes.
right back into our Q&A
No
conversation.
problem. Yes.
Put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe so clear. Look out. Pop, pop, it's showtime. 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 Guess who's back again? Oh, they don't know. Downtown. Oh, they don't know. Downtown. I bet they know as soon as we walk in. Show up. I'm wearing Cuban links. Yeah. Designer mix. Yeah. Inglewood's finest shoes. Whoop, whoop. Don't look too hard, might hurt yourself. Known to give the color red the blues. Woo, shit.
Hey, what's up, everybody? We're back here on Walking This Way's Impact Boys podcast. I'm your host, Furman Jackson Jr., along with my lovely co-host, Phoenix Sapphire. We're back here on our Tuesday night
Hello.
edition of Walking This Ways. Once again, Phoenix decided to be back with you here on the platform tonight. We know we're here every Tuesday as well. Interviewing extraordinary individuals, doing extraordinary things right in the DFW. Dallas Fort Worth, Texas, up and coming. And we
Mhm.
noticed, like I said, I'm originally from Alabama, but you have people that's actually come from out of town, say they mark here for a very short period of time, they actually getting themselves out there. And that's a great thing about it because
Right.
it's only people here a short period of time who actually get out there networking, meeting people. Don't be not be afraid to talk to anybody because that's another thing too. The
Mhm.
individuals have fear talking to people. You got to open your mouth. You got to get out there, talk. Don't be scared. And I think a lot of times individuals are scared of rejection. They scared of hearing no.
Mhm.
But yeah, you gonna hear,
Oh,
but you gonna hear no. That's just part of it. But that does not determine your destiny. You keep going until eventually you get
Mhm.
there. Yes. So how important, in your opinion? I know, Phoenix, you're in the industry as well. How important it is to
yeah.
network and how important it is to get out there, talk to people, introduce yourself to people, breaking the ice. Because individuals need to know that tonight when it first get out there. You just end up just talk to people.
I
Yeah.
mean, that's the biggest thing, is networking because you never know who you're gonna meet. We talk about this frequently and I mean, you should be treating everybody appropriately. You
That's
shouldn't
right.
catch me one place different than you catch me another. Everywhere I'm the same. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
I've met a lot of artists and people who have assisted me in my corporate life. You know what I'm saying? You
Mhm.
really don't know. Everybody has a passion, everybody has a dream. And like she was saying
Mhm.
earlier, you don't never want to stay at any one level. So you always
Right.
have to find those people who are in positions that you want to be in to be your mentor.
Mhm.
So I would suggest people find like minded individuals and then add on
Yep.
to that. Somebody who can teach you. Don't be afraid of correction. A lot is learned through corrective criticism.
Yep.
That's why we remember the bad things more than the good, because that taught us more than
Mhm.
the happy moments. So take it in stride, like she was saying. Nothing is easy. It's not gonna come easy. We work, for the dream. So that's my
Mm.
bit.
D, what you want to say?
Oh, all the way all the way with her on that one. You have to be like-minded people. They say the first, I mean, the best promoting key is word of mouth. So you can't be scared to use your vocals. You got to speak up. Closed mouth. We said the old saying a long time ago. Closed mouth don't get fed. So
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to promoting, when it comes to putting your name out there, you just gotta. and a lot of it's self-taught, like you gotta come from being up underneath that heightened spot, that scared spot, that what's gonna happen if you
Mhm.
fail. I have no clue what is in store for me here. I just know what I
Right.
manifested. And
Right.
I could have easily went to Atlanta, where I could have jumped right off my feet and boom, could have just jumped right on in it, but that's too easy for me. And I've never had it easy. So but it also would have been too easy for me to fall short and go back to things that I was used to doing. So sometimes you got to also
Right.
come up out your comfort zone. You have to. If you're comfortable, you're too comfortable, and you're never gonna get to where you want to be. You want to be uncomfortable. You want to be where you got that challenge. You got something that's pushing you every day. See, with me being here, I'm hungry every day. Every day I'm trying to figure out how to
Mm.
feed my drive, how to feed my goals, how to feed my drive. What can I do next? I'm not in the clubs kicking it. I'm not
Mhm.
partying. I'm not getting, you know what I'm saying? I'm every day
Mm-hmm.
fresh. Wake up 6 o'clock in the morning, writing down my goals for the day, checking them off as I go. I'm putting new things in there that wasn't in there before, and I'm keeping it moving. You have to keep doing that. And then at the same time that you're doing that, you got to keep reaching out. You're gonna get some no's. You're gonna hear no, like you said. You're gonna hear no. You're gonna hear no all your life. It's just that one yes you need. That's all you need is that one yes. And that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah, and that's it. And the main thing is, like, and I heard it saying too, don't stop working till your heart stop. When that mean when that's
That's
when you're
right.
dead and gone, that's when you stop.
Right.
Other than that, air long as you got breath in your
Right.
body, you're gonna have to put it in the word. I love what the scripture said. We in the word, not other world. I post my page
That's
all the
right.
time. I just really start posting my page. I'm an alien.
Yes,
I
sir.
move differently. I'm not human. I don't want to move like these humans that's in
Yeah.
the world in this world. I don't want to
Yeah.
move like them. I want to
Right.
move differently. You hear
Yes.
people always talking about I'm a
Yes.
king and I'm a queen.
Yes.
When it's time to do king and queen stuff, they don't step up
Yep.
to the challenge. You can say the words,
Right.
That's
but
right.
you actually gotta be about it. And this is what I apply to
Represent.
my own life
That's
as well to
right.
regulate layers. And I like what you were saying, D, that you when you came here on assignment. You came here on a mission. You didn't come here to waste time. You didn't come here to
Mhm.
say, I'm just gonna live a mediocre life. I came here
Right.
to live an extraordinary life, make things
Right.
happen, make things shake, and most importantly, make an impact. Like Phoenix herself is making an impact as well. And that's what it was all about. That keeps us going. That keeps us highly motivated. You mentioned mentors. Mentoring is very important. Like you said, we
Yes.
can't do this thing
Right.
by it. We don't know everything, but it's always get a
Right.
mentor. If you want to become a billionaire, what you gonna do? You gonna talk to
Right.
somebody who's already
That's a
a
billionaire.
billionaire.
That's a billionaire. Yeah. I ain't gonna talk to no
Right.
And
thousandaire
they
trying to
go
be no billionaire. No.
as that the billionaire's already established gonna show you, hey, this is what I did
Hmm.
to get my billion, to give me the billion
Hmm.
dollars, and that's what it's all
Mm.
about. The success. You mentioned you stay hungry. I'm this came across my mind the other day, and I want to share it with people. In order to keep your life going, remember your goals, remember your vision,
Yes.
remember your why. Write this stuff down. Ready, write it down
Yeah.
physically on your mental notebook. That what keeps people going.
Right.
If they learn how to write this stuff down. Scripture
Yeah.
tells us without a vision, the people perish. So if you don't have no
Yeah.
vision, you're gonna perish. Yeah, you're gonna get bored, you're gonna get complacent, you're gonna
Yeah.
get it is what it is. But are we focused on our weekly goals, our monthly goals, our yearly goals that really keep us
Right.
going? And we know it's a process too. And we know we're in a generation now where everybody wants the instant gratification. They want that quick fix. I remember back
Yeah.
in the day, it was all about, I'm 41. It was all about blood, sweat, and tears.
Right.
It was
Yes,
all
it
about paying
was.
your dues.
No,
Yes,
I
it
remember
was. Yes, it
before
was.
social media, people was out here getting out in the street. Artists was
Yep.
out there selling CDs out the trunk of their
Yep.
car.
Out they
They
trunk to their cars. Yes, they was.
and
Yes.
they was hustling, they was bustling. They wouldn't even worry about now. Everybody when they do something, I'm going to get paid. They were just trying to get
Hmm.
established
am I the only one on
and
here?
get themselves out
I
there,
think the
huh?
music's coming from my phone.
You hear me?
That's how you know I'm tired.
You good?
Oh dang.
You okay?
Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. But at paying your dues, we know are individuals paying their dues today? Are they up early, going to bed late, sacrificing. You hear now people murmur, complain about this and that. But in order for you to get to the next level, you're gonna have to take the risk. You're gonna have to make the sacrifices. Individuals want to
Yeah,
be comfortable, but they want to be successful, but they want to be comfortable at the same time.
that's
What y'all
it.
say about
That's
that?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there's because these days kids are what I call it. They got high expectations in within their struggles. Yeah, like like things basically like they rich man broke like that type thing because they got that
What is
mentality.
that? Hood
It's
rich,
that
what they say.
mentality. It's that mentality of yeah, I want that quick fix. I want it right now thing, but then they don't understand that that's as quick as you lose it as well. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
everything is all about that right now. You don't have to work for anything and all of the blood, sweat, and tears no longer exist. When those are the things that are worth holding on to in the end. Because those are the things that you're going to cherish in the end. Those are the things that's going to tell your story and it's going to hold character right besides your character. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's
Yeah,
this world right now is crazy.
yeah, because where's okay, we're fighting for it. And then once you fight for it, you're gonna appreciate
Yes.
it more instead of handing
A
it to
whole
you
lot
in a
more.
silver basket
Mhm.
and on the silver platter, as they say, and you're not gonna appreciate the value of it, but you appreciate the value more when you're out here hustling and bustling. That's just how things work. If you want to get out here and lose weight, what you gonna have to do? Change the way you eat, drink plenty of
With
water,
me, yeah.
exercise. You go wish
Good
upon a
sleep,
star
good
all day.
sleep. Yeah.
Yeah, you can wish upon a star all day long. It's not going to work. You have to get out there and make the move. If you want to educate yourself, what you going to do? You going to get out there. You going to educate yourself. You going to go to the library. You going to find some extra classes to take. It's the little simple things,
Mhm.
Steve, that people forget about.
Yep.
You know, you want to enhance your finances. Okay, you got to get out there, make the necessary things I need to do to enhance my finances. Opportunities
Yeah.
to make come your way for you to make extra income coming in, and that's when the word
Yeah.
come in when people, oh, I don't know about that, I don't know about that, but it's going back to how serious you are, how determined you be,
That's right.
in order to make
That's right.
things shake and make things happen. And that's what you have to do. You have to get out here and make things work, ladies and gentlemen, in order for you to be successful. And life is beautiful once you start operating in the things that God set for you to do.
That's right. And like you said, you have to sacrifice. You have to make sacrifices. You have to understand if you want, like, you can't do what you want to do until you do what you have to do, until you must do to get to your goal. And it's going to come to where, yeah, you might want them $200 shoes, but do you need those $200 shoes right now that you're trying to do this? You know what I'm saying? That's money that
Hmm.
can be invested in what you're trying, your goal is, you know? So you got to learn how to pull back. You got to know the necessities versus your wants, you know?
Right.
So, and that's the biggest thing out here. Everything is about flashing and showing what you have. The richest man in this world, the richest men in this world don't never show their money. They never show their hand. They never show their pockets. You never
You
know
know,
that you sitting next to a rich man just because he don't have to show you that he got money. He don't have
and
to
then
show you that he owns $1 billion company.
the thing about it is, D and he, because money is their money is an I do, it's not an I am. Their they
That's right.
they're just a byproduct. The money just a byproduct. That's just not determine who they are, and that's the mindset that we
Mhm.
have to break. Now is not being money driven. Okay, if I don't have the money, I'm sad. No, when I don't have the money, I'm sad. But when I have money, I'm
Mm,
happy. Which is that's wrong way. Without the
right,
money, I'm still good. Without the business, I'm still good.
right.
It's all about finding who you are, learning your identity.
That's right.
Trust me, that's just a
That's right.
byproduct we get. But going back to the point, reason why billionaires are where they at, they just
Right.
put in work and what they did. They started off small and they worked their way up. No, Elon was it not Elon Musk,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
the one on Amazon. He started Amazon in his garage. Was it Jeff Bezos? He started
Mhm.
Amazon in his garage,
Sure
you know,
did.
and
Sure
look what
did.
Amazon is today.
Yes.
So if these individuals are getting out here
It-
making things happen, ladies and gentlemen, what they say about me and you, that means that there is no
mm,
excuses at all.
exactly. We got
At
the same
all.
24 hours.
So you have to ask yourself,
Yes.
what you gonna do with it? What you gonna do? So I'm gonna ask you this:
Mhm.
the what words of advice and what words of advice that you like to give here for listening? We're ready to get off the air tonight. So what? Any advice you want to leave here with the listening audience?
The only advice that I would leave is if it's something that you want, don't let nobody keep you from it, not even yourself. The only person that's stopping you is you. And it's just that simple.
Hey,
Keep your
that's
head up,
it.
keep it tight, and keep moving. Yeah.
And, and that's it. And ladies and gentlemen, just work on little simple things. Maybe cleaning up behind yourself.
Mm,
You know, make up your
yeah.
bed. You know,
If that's
start
something you
somewhere.
struggle with, yeah.
Yeah, make sure just make sure you want to keep a clean house. Just start somewhere. You know what you need to be working in. Okay, how you spending your money? Why are you spending your money on a lot? You know, is it
Mm,
beneficiary for me? You know what I'm saying? So you have to. These are things we have
mm,
to examine ourselves. Inventory. Let's take inventory of
mm.
ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. We ready to go into a whole nother year. You know, everybody get excited
Yes,
about December
yes,
31st, January 1st. But
yes, yes,
why go into a new year? Why go in 24 if you still taking that
yes.
them bad habits with you?
From
You know, old
22 to
wine,
20, yeah.
man, some people got 1990 bad habits and they still going on with them. But you
That's
have
so
to make up
true.
in your mind, folks. But you have to make up your mind, folks, on what I'm gonna do with my life. We have to learn how to
That's
value
right.
our life. We have to learn how to love ourselves and
Right.
stop depleting ourselves, stop devaluing ourselves. Learn to, and it
Mhm.
takes time to love ourselves. It takes time to get to that point because of layers we have to pull
Yes.
back. So
Of
it really
course.
takes
Of
time.
course.
Changing the mindset. You know, it starts here first. That's why the
Yep.
Bible
You have
tells us
to.
we not conform to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of our mind. They may know the
Yes.
good, accept the will, of perfect
Mhm.
God. So I think pretty much sums it up here. I thank everybody for watching us tonight, tuning in, of course. It's always gonna get better from
Yes.
here. So my matter of fact, big shout out to Rachel of What's Up Dallas Magazine. She'll be interviewing me in Phoenix tomorrow at 12 on the What's Up Dallas YouTube channel. I'm looking forward to that. And of course, me and Phoenix will be
Mhm.
back Wednesday night at 7 p.m. We got Mr. Rise and Elevate that's going to be on tomorrow at 7. So I'm looking forward to that episode.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to all
Yes.
the episodes. And D, thank you for taking time
Yes.
out to triple up the schedule as well. Matter of fact, how
No
can the listening
problem.
audience follow you on your social media platforms?
You can catch me at Dia Farmer on both. I'm only on the two platforms as far as social media. Um, Facebook and Instagram, Dia Farmer, DIEA, last name Farmer. Um, those are my two platforms right there. Well, I'm just now starting my business. Well, I haven't gotten it jumped all the way into that yet, so y'all get that further down the line. And I will make sure that you guys be able to get catch a night to remember part one. So be looking out in the comments here shortly.
Man, and that's what's
And that's
up. That's
basically
what's
it.
up. And that's what's up. Man, ladies and gentlemen, we about to get ready to leave this studio, this virtual studio, of course. I'm your host, Furman
Yeah.
Jackson Jr., along with my lovely co-host, Phoenix Sapphire. She has stepped out for me, but she'll be back with me tomorrow as well. And D, thank you again for coming
No problem. No
on the
problem.
podcast and stuff. Just to talk,
Yeah.
elaborate. I know. Thank everybody for supporting the podcast. We only up from here.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, also, we're doing the t-shirts as well. So I posted on my Facebook page. We have t-shirts available on the
Yeah.
website. So if you want to support the podcast, purchase a t-shirt, custom made t-shirt that are inspired by us. So go in there, purchase a t-shirt. We got men and women tees. We got hoodies as well.
Okay.
Tank tops, of course. So get on the website, buy some stuff.
Okay.
Hey, support the podcast. If you just want to donate, go to the website. We have a donation set up as well. So go there, support. We know it takes funding to do these things, and we're not all about the money, but it's all about the quality of things, the investment in things, and take this thing to the next level as well. I also want to give a big shout out to Mr. Diamond himself, M. We had a great meeting on today. Big shout out to him. I'm like this nowadays. It's all about making things happen now. You know, when I talked to M today, Diamond M Marquez, I said, you know what, man, let's get up, meet up. You know, I come out where you at, and we met up. I went out there where he at, and we met up at Starbucks, and we talked, we chopped it up, and that's just where I'm at now. And the point of my life is, hey, I'm out making things happen. I remember years ago, it was a guy interviewed my show a long time ago. He transitioned from this life a couple of years back, and I had him on my show, and he said, he tell people, if you want to meet up at IHOP, Waffle House, 3:00 in the morning, hey, I'm gonna be there, because
that's right.
Time is not the essence. You know what I'm saying? If you want to meet up at 3:00 in the morning and talk, hey, I'm all down for it. So that's because it's all about taking it to the next level, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, of course. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's time out for making excuses. I don't want to be around people that make excuses. I'm sorry. I don't know. And I know you don't want to be around people making excuses for every little thing.
I'm over it.
Because
I need some go-getters all the way around. Yeah.
Go-getters. I'm like this, Nadi. It's all about making things happen. I don't want to talk about it. I get tired of talking about it. We need to be about it. That's why I separate myself from people now. Right. We're doing a lot of talking, but there's no action. You know, if we gonna make out, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna plan it and do it. A man or woman who don't plan plans to fail. That's it. So if you want to make something happen, make things happen. Come together. That's what it's all about. Right. But we're about to ready about this thing, ladies and gentlemen. So, man, we want y'all to have a great night. Enjoy your Tuesday night. Work on your goals. Work on your dreams. Meditate on them. And matter of fact, you go to bed tonight, put on some meditation music. Put up an app on your phone. Hit you with some mental meditation as you sleep. You know, renew the mind, keep your mind at ease and stuff like that. We ramping this day, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to be born again. Scripture say we must be born again. We're gonna be born again. And we're gonna start right now. We're gonna start with the baby step. We're gonna start with changing the mindset. We're gonna start doing some things, renewing some things. And not only that, you're not by yourself. You're not by yourself. We in this thing together. So I'm gonna lead out with a music video, and then we're finna go out this thing. Man, y'all have a great night. Peace, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
You said you love me. Now I know what love is. Ain't nobody stop your love. Stop your love. 'Cause you know me. On my hopes, on my fears, but still you chose me. I'm in love. Now I don't know what you've been told, but all I know is that his love is worth more than gold. See, it took a while for me to understand, but a love like this isn't high demand. You know my flaws, but yet you still love me. Now I know what love is. Ain't nobody stop your love. Stop your love. 'Cause you know me. All my hopes and all my fears, still you chose me. I'm in love. I'm in love. If you turn your back on him, he's still on your side. Always keep it real with you, and that's no lie. Won't give up the fight. I know I'ma survive. Now I got God on my side. God on my side. I was down and he got me up. On the ground, no faith. I thought I was stuck. Now the devil see us winning and we got him shook. You know it's our season. We gon' run it up. Gotta love my sister and love my brother. Cause in this world, it teaches us we gotta love each other. Really absurd. If we can't love look beyond each other's colors. Choose to prefer to show love for one another. We need to come together. Now I know what love is. Nobody stop your love. Stop your love. Share me all my hope and all my fears. You chose me. I'm in love. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm in love. So in love. I'm in love. So in love with you, with you, with you, with you, with you. I'm in love with you, with you, with you, with you, with you.